Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena here. I'm live at MWC 2014 in Barcelona, Spain. I'm here at the Sony Xperia booth checking out one of the new devices they announced at their press event. It's the Xperia M2. It's a mid-range handset. Unlike some of the other recent Xperia phones, this is not a high-end waterproof device. It's a mid-ranger. Sony touts it as being one of the thinnest devices in its class. Thinnest 4G-enabled smartphones in its class, being mid-range, not a high-end thing. As far as the design is concerned with the M2, it's a familiar one, the usual Sony Xperia design language, which means you have a very flat design. By flat, I mean just the front and back is consistently flat. You have the hard lines and you have a frame around it, giving it some strength. But like I said, it's not water resistant. Now the front is the glass. I believe it's Gorilla Glass right there to protect the handset. But the back, it looks like it's glass. It's reflective, but it's in fact plastic, and it's just a fingerprint magnet, as you could probably tell here, just holding the handset for a little bit. Some of the other specs I'm going to talk about here, I'll talk about the display first. It features a 4.8-inch QHD display, so it's not the highest resolution thing out there, but honestly, for stuff when you're looking for a normal distance, you're not going to hardly notice the difference. It's still very detailed. Viewing angles, though, you can see there's some distortion at wide angles, so it kind of makes us wonder if colors are going to be washed out like we saw in previous displays from Sony. But still a pleasant looking one to say the least. On the left side, you have the micro USB port for charging data connectivity. At the bottom, you have your speaker grill along with the microphone. And it looks like it's a spot for a lanyard there. The right side is home to the distinctive Xperia power button we're all familiar with. It's raised, good tactile feel. You have volume controls. You have a dedicated shutter key to instantly access the camera. And you also have a micro SD card slot with the handset here. On the top edge, just 3.5mm headset jack. And in the back, you have an 8-megapixel autofocus camera, which features an LED flash, 1080p video recording, and an Exmor RS sensor there. The front has a VGA front-facing camera. It's powered by I believe a quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 1.2 GHz processor with, I believe, only a gig of RAM. So again, not the most intensive or intimidating piece of hardware, but for what it does and looking at it right now, it gets the job done. It's pretty responsive, quick, and I'm sure it's going to handle basic tasks with no problems. The interface here is your classic Xperia experience that we've been seeing on previous Sony phones of lately. And let's find out exactly what version. Android 4.3 Jelly Bean, so not that Kit Kat. So if you're familiar with this, it has a very nice design language, and we see it throughout many aspects of the platform here. For example, if you go to a Walkman player, you could see how visually pleasing some of the apps are. And you could also notice when you do that, there's this mood lighting thingy at the bottom. It will change according to what is on screen. So if you're watching a video or playing music, you'll see that adapt accordingly. Other things, for example, the album, again, we see that Sony Xperia design language in play with the interface, which is pretty nice. And beyond that, that's pretty much it. They haven't really announced pricing for this guy here, but hopefully they'll know more about it. But being a mid-ranger, you kind of expect that it's not going to be a whole lot of money. Some of the other specs, it's a dual SIM variant. There's going to be a dual SIM variant with this handset. You have NFC, Wi-Fi, and it features 8 GB of internal storage with that expansion with the micro SD card slot. So that's a quick look at the Sony Xperia M2, guys. If you want to learn more about this, you can check out our website, PhoneArena.com. It's John V. Thanks for watching.